Eva from innerdelight.com, and welcome to another Joyful Connections episode. And here we are with Eva from Soma in the Netherlands. Hi Eva.
Hello, Tina.
Oh, it's such a joy. We've had opportunity to share on previous occasions.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, and in fact, what I think is so wonderful about us being here today is that my very first Soma experience was actually with you.
Yes.
Yes, many moons ago.
Many years ago. Moons is better, much better terminology.
Yeah, and so for anyone who has seen any of the videos, you've seen these colors behind me in many of the videos. And here, today we're going to be actually talking about what is involved in having a color consultation.
Yes.
So would you like to share a bit about that?
Yeah. In choosing your colors, you tell yourself a story in color of who you really are. And this is a wonderful experience because it goes so much deeper than any other language that I know of that can describe you so perfectly as color. So what happens is when you come for a consultation, you first go and sort of do a little meditation or a little bit of focusing within yourself. And then from that point of space, you will choose your own color. Colors, I should say, because you can choose 4 different bottles. And these 4 different bottles give a wonderful picture of who you are, what your soul's needs are, where you're going, and what the future is presenting you at the moment. So, yeah, this is what you can do. And from there you can actually choose to use these wonderful equilibrium bottles and the color vibration that's in them to support yourself on your road and to be more fully able to express your soul's needs and your soul's wishes through your life.
Beautiful, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. I think one of the things that I think is so interesting is you see the different colored bottles. Some have the same color and some have different colors.
Yes.
And isn't it that the top fraction and the lower fraction have something to say?
Yes. They all correspond to different parts of your consciousness. So you could look at it one way, saying the top part is your conscious and the bottom part is your unconscious. You can also look at the bottles when you look at your life story, for example. You can divide them in years, the first 7 years and the second 7 years of your life, and so on and so on. So there are many different ways of looking at the bottles, but the nice thing also about them is, of course, that the color itself and the bottle itself, the combination, tells so much about your different levels of being. So you can go really in the flow of all kind of different rhythms that are within your present life important. So you can go to the emotional life, you can look into the more intellectual part of yourself. So there are very many different ways of looking at them. Yes.
Beautiful. Well, and if you see these colors, don't you find that you're kind of drawn to some of them? You see these, they're like, to me it's like being a child in a candy store and seeing all these beautiful sparkling colors like jewels. And the interesting thing is that even though I've worked with these bottles and these colors for many years now, when having an experience of choosing colors myself, I find that all that knowledge about them fades away, disappears to the background, and it's being in the moment. I find that colors jump out at me.
Yes.
It's such a magical experience.
Yes, it really is magical for people that have been doing it for many times, that they see that every time they get inspired again by a different color, and it is as though new aspects of themselves can open up because of that and get touched and fed, and then you become more the really beautiful, colorful person that you are. And yesterday I was giving a little introduction workshop, and there was this one lady who said, how do I know I chose the right colors? And it was so funny to hear her say, and she said she corrected herself as well. I said, well, of course choosing colors can never be wrong. I mean, it's sort of, she was comparing her colors to the colors of the other people, and said, oh, mine are really all the faded colors, and all the others have chosen much stronger ones. And it was so funny. And then in the end, the story, I told her a little bit about her bottles and what they could mean for her and what they represented in her. And she was so touched, and she said, oh, they are exactly the right colors that I chose.
And you bring up something really beautiful here, very powerful, because when having the experience of one of these color consultations, someone gets to choose, they get to choose, you get to choose the colors that appeal to you, and from that color choice, that is you expressing you, the story is revealed. So it's not somebody else tuning into you or picking up on things on you and just, you know, sharing through their filter. This is you being drawn to the colors, and it's you giving yourself a gift.
Exactly, and actually also experiencing what the colors bring to you. That's where the starting point of where we go.
Yeah.
As you said, the knowledge sort of goes into the background, and we're opening the space for you to experience what you feel with blue, yellow, green. And then after that I can, you know, help a little bit along because I know a little bit more about it.
Yeah.
But it's really discovering also how much you really know and can feel into colors if you open up to it and let it happen within yourself.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, we are going to be witnessing what happens during a color consultation. So I'm going to be choosing 4 of these bottles.
Ooh.
And then Eva's going to be sharing what those colors are saying about me.
Yes, we both are.
Yes! And then the fun thing is, it's for you to be able to see which colors are jumping out at you. And maybe while watching this, you may find that you resonate with what's being shared. So enjoy the journey. Yes. Wow, so how very exciting. I had the opportunity to choose 4 colors.
Well done.
Here they are.
The first step.
Yes.
Yeah.
And interesting maybe to share is that we actually recorded a Pomander and a quintessence ritual, I think it's a few weeks ago.
Yes.
And we actually did a color reading there and then as well. However, I accidentally clicked on a button which deleted everything, and so here we are for another one.
Yes.
However, the thing that was amazing was that the last bottle I chose that time was this one.
Yes.
And I'm not sure if that's going to be visible, but it's clear on the top and turquoise on the bottom.
Which combination is that? We wonder.
Yes. It's actually not one that's standard in the Soma collection.
Yeah, not that turquoise. No, definitely not.
And so one of why we're sharing this is that this is what was available for me to step into.
Yes.
And it's actually Metatron transformed, because
Which is this one.
yeah,
Yes.
that's deep magenta on the bottom, and it's transformed to turquoise. So that is the magic of when you're connecting with the colors, that they can actually transform, and in that transformation, because they're exchanging with your energy, the color can actually change,
Yes.
as we witnessed with this one. It's
Yes.
amazing.
Yes. And also what was amazing, that it was so appealing to you.
Yeah.
While other people would say, well, it's not as it's supposed to be, it is a different color, it shouldn't be in there, which is not the case. Because it was definitely your bottle, and that's the one you needed and supported you the most. Yes.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting one, to see that even the transformation in the bottles can be of very great use to the person who actually chooses them.
Yeah.
Different English word.
Yeah.
Yes.
So here we are.
Yeah, so here we are with a new selection coming from this beautiful light or clear and turquoise one. You're now stepping into a new set of 4 bottles, which open up new doors, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
What is your feeling? Why did you choose this one as your first bottle? Because this is the one you chose first.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes, while sitting here and just feeling the excitement of what's about to unfold, I opened my eyes and was instantly drawn to that one.
Yeah.
And I scanned through all the colors and kept being called back. So I'm like, okay, that's it. It makes me feel light.
Yes.
Yeah.
Light. Is that mainly the top or the bottom fraction?
Both.
Or is it both?
Both, yes.
Yeah. And what does that mean, feeling light for you?
Lightness of being.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you hold the bottle by the lid, by the top, could you hold it in front of your chakra system a little bit and feel into it, what it does for you?
Here I feel it's like opening to receive the light that I am. Here it's like I get an image as if going through the car wash. That my perception is being
wash, getting a wash, okay. A brain wash. That sounds horrible.
I haven't done this before, so this is fun. And here, also, it feels as if I am receiving light through my whole being, and so also being able to express that light. Yeah, and the heart.
Yeah, that's it. Mm.
Yeah. I feel a little bit of tingling.
Mm-hmm.
And here it's like, I see like image of like Tinkerbell and fairies.
Oh, right.
Kind of playing,
Yes.
you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Playfulness.
And here I feel like treading lightly on the earth.
Mm. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's very nice how you describe it being very light, because it is a bottle with lots of light in it. Of course, you know, it's not really dark colors. It's really it brings with it a lot of light. And as you say, it is a bottle of the angel realm. It's called Jovial, and what it does, it really also helps to open the heart and to speak from the heart and open new dimensions from the heart. And that's what you sort of express. There's more light and more fun and more liveliness on every chakra for you, which is very beautiful to hear, that even down in the belly you felt that this lightness, that it would bring you playfulness.
Mm.
Which I think is an important thing these days, that we also see the lightness of being and the playfulness of life. If we lose that, then life becomes a very serious business.
Yes.
And this is, I think, not the kind of life you would like for yourself. So this being your soul bottle, your first bottle is your soul bottle, as we call it, the soul bottle. And it's really expressing the soul's greatest needs at this point, the aspects of the soul that want to be revealed now. So it's very much has to do with opening up and becoming light. And I know you're going to a beautiful country, Australia, very soon, where there's lots of light and lots of more, maybe playfulness, more than here in Europe at the moment, where we're all in a deep crisis. Some of us anyway.
Yeah.
But there you are, going there, and I hope this will also support this feeling of light that you, and this new intention of light that your body, your soul wants to express. And what about the next one?
The next one, I was drawn to that, feeling drawn to the light in the top. And when I'm looking at it now, or if I, also if I feel it, it has a mixed, I have a mixed feeling response to this. Yeah. It's, on the one hand, it feels really heavy, and on the other hand, it feels really light. Yeah.
It's kind of interesting you mention that, because it has to do very much with twin energies. So you already express in what you're saying that ambivalent kind of feeling of lightness and darkness, and how do I go between these two? Anything more you want to share?
When I see the light reflected on the bottom part, it's like, wow, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. It feels very comforting.
Yes.
Too. I feel actually while I hold it, it's like being held in the wings of angels, having the arms wrapped around me.
Yeah.
And feeling love, love, love.
Yes.
Lots of love.
Yes. Yeah, well, it's in a way, of course, it's a beautiful combination. It's the latest combination in our Soma. And this bottle is called Ambriel. It's number 110. And as I said, it's the pink in the top is very special, because it's a new kind of rose pink, light rose pink. And rose pink is in itself already a color that's only come in once in your Soma selection. So here we have a new aspect of that, the light version. And then we were also talking already about this combination of light and dark and twin energies being able to now maybe complement each other. And this might be something that you will experience in the coming time in your life, that there needs to be a sort of mixture and become a harmonious relationship between looking at what is within ourselves, in the deepest darkness of ourselves, the magenta which we see at the bottom, and in the love, how can we bring that to loving light so that it can be healed and it can be expressed. This bottle is really enabling you to go deep within and to share all the aspects and also the newfound aspects within yourself in love, with loving intention.
It's really interesting because I keep hearing a new beginning for love.
Yes, that's it. Yeah, that's very definitely is. And as I say, especially with finding new aspects of yourself, which could be more intuitive, more sensitive, more receptive to yourself. And so, but doing this in a loving way, not in a forceful way or in a difficult searching way, but very gently letting it come up. It's very much to do with the Christ energy also. So it's really, many people have experienced this as a completely new energy coming again into your Soma bottles that has to do with this beautiful loving pink energy that most of us need so much of. As loving support, unconditional love is really, well, we could all use lots of that. And here you're supporting yourself very much so with that energy, especially in the corners where, you know, there's still so much to be discovered in the magenta. Because the magenta contains all the colors within, its hidden protection of the deep form of magenta that it is. All these possibilities you still have.
Wow.
Yeah. What about the next one?
The next one just jumped out at me again. That feels very present.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, here I am. And bright. And
It is.
I love turquoise. I love turquoise anyway.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that I always choose it in the color.
No.
But this one really,
For the
jumped
year
out at
now.
me. Yeah, that beautiful turquoise on the top and that beautiful magenta on the bottom. It's like, wow. Well, and actually what's interesting is that people who know me, if they're giving me a gift of some sort, it's often been the turquoise.
Yes.
And lately I've also been receiving gifts in the color that's on the bottom.
Yes, magenta.
Yeah. But exactly like this.
Yeah.
So it's kind of fun because these are two of my favorites.
Yeah. It's kind of interesting because, as you said, you just received this beautiful
Yes.
scarf and somehow it really represents that already, you know, it's all in there.
Yeah. It's amazing, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Match made in heaven. Yeah, it feels
really
very clear.
good. Yes.
Yeah.
It's always, I find it always breathtaking what images people come up with while they're holding the bottles in front of their chakra system, because apparently that has so much information for them that's very valuable and very important. That it really helps people also who are, you of course are very experienced already with the colors, but that have no experience to really, through these images, go back into themselves and find beautiful spaces where they didn't know they existed. And answers to many questions sometimes that they carry with them. Yes. Yeah, so for you, this bottle really seemed to make things flower and flourish and grow. And it's called Breath of Love. And yes, of course this is also very much what this bottle was all about, with love. It seems to be in a really beautiful dynamic going on here, which needs your support, and which you show also that it's very important to you, that you can always share your love and stay in that connectedness to the loving divine, to be fully present and to really be here for you. And if you do that, then things will flower and will open and will feel like tingly and alive and opening up. And the turquoise, of course, is also really expressing what you said. You said something like, my heart feels really open and opening up and everything. So that's really very much what the turquoise usually does. And I think, that with this beautiful combination you have here, as you said, it's very clear. It feels as though you're very clear also now about what you want and how you want it. And that's of course a beautiful thing, and if you can do that in a loving way.
Yes, I'll be making a note for myself to listen to this often.
Yes. Then you will find that all these flowers will open up and support you. There's this flower about to open. So there seems to be a very big promise, something opening there, and that might be have to do with your new step you're going to take. That there's still a bud that is going to open now, and it's at the point of doing so. So that might be a beautiful gift and to take with you to where you're going. Yeah, and also of course what's interesting if we look at the colors here, that here we have the dark magenta, which is very loving and supporting, and here we have the clear magenta, which you said also brings clarity and feels much more into the light, into the here and now. So, and then there we are at the fourth place, the place of the future. I always say a little bit, it's that what we place for ourselves in the future instead of owning it now. So it's not like future telling or anything. It has nothing to do with that. It's more that which we already connect with, but still placed a little bit in front of us instead of embracing it. Yes.
Or allowing it in.
Allowing it, exactly. Yeah. But it's already there, it's already connected. And what do we see there?
Well, that jumped out at me as that light feels as if this is the balancing point for all of everything that's here.
Well, it certainly is a completely different story if you take this one.
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's like that brings light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak, Yeah. See? Yellow and gold.
Yes.
It's also interesting, being on a couple of days from now, I'll be in sunny Australia.
Yes.
And for me it feels like, wow, that longing for that sunshine, that I don't have to wait for it.
You're going towards it. Okay, so that's on a very physical level, you could say, if you look at it now that way.
And also when I take a look at it, it's like a dance between that gold and that yellow. It's like, ooh, I feel like I'm about to unwrap a present or something. And what will I find,
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, of course you know that this is the bottle that also belongs to the chakra set, which is also hidden within these beautiful bottles. There are 7 bottles that Vicky Wall still pointed to every chakra. And this is the one that is to do with the solar plexus. And the solar plexus is also to do with the I am and the radiating sun that you can be from within yourself. Some people also call it the ego and have a very negative quotation to that, which I don't feel is of any use, because I think having a good, strong ego is a very important thing to have, as long as it's healthy and strong and not goes and takes flight with us and becomes egocentric. So, in a way, I think that you could also say that you're moving to Australia. It's going to give you, very much going to make you aware of the ego and the I that is in here, and that needs to find what a beautiful golden glow it has, because there's, as you say, gold underneath. That can really radiate from all the knowledge and wisdom that you have already within you. And that's that place where you can go to create a healthy ego, and to really be there as a sunny support that you have been for us here always. So please do and be like that, and feel that it's okay for you to be there in that respect also, to be there completely within yourself, and that the I can be there. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, what I always ask at the end of a consultation, we've done it now, of course, a little bit brief. We have not gone too deep into certain issues with you because time-wise and everything. A consultation usually takes about 1.5 hours, and we would go much deeper into your bottles, and I would ask many more questions for you to help to reveal all the possibilities and all the different layers of the bottles. But at the end of a consultation, there's always a big question. Mike always says, when you go to a lonely island where there's nobody else there, which bottle would you take with you? Or I would say, if you look at the bottles now and try to forget whatever is said about them, which one then really calls to you? Take me with you. Or also, you could say also a little bit, which one do you think would support your path now the best?
Yeah, well, that's a good one, because to the first question I would say, what would I take with me? I'm actually drawn to that one.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like light and sunny and
Yeah.
And what I feel will support me the most is in really integrating the energies in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's still a step to be done, huh?
Yeah. Right in.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
But there you see again, this apparently, if we look at this bottle as well that you've chosen before, there somehow is still something with the magenta, dark magenta issue that is very important for you, that you've been so beautifully been working on all your life, and you see how much can come up still from there. Magenta is such a beautiful color that contains so much still, and this is, I think, very much your path at the moment, and also the way you described it, to really all the time feel into again, what aspects of myself can I still find and express and learn to support. And here already you have the turquoise coming, but here the deep magenta again with the clear now transforming into the pink. There seems to be such a beautiful support of this loving aspect that you have maybe let come up out of the magenta to support yourself and to trust that all will be well on that respect, even though it might not be exactly clear what you're going to meet. Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, thank you, Eva. Okay. It's so beautiful that wherever you are in the world, you are going to be able to experience this. Of course, I would say that being in the physical presence of the bottles is a gift in and of itself.
Yes.
However, I've also been finding that doing these consultations via Skype is just as powerful. So wherever you are in the world, if you feel drawn to have a consultation, you can contact Eva. We'll put the information in the link below.
Or go to you.
Yeah. Well, my bottles are in storage at the moment until I know where they're going to be displayed again. So, but anyway, I just wanted to share that that's what's so beautiful about the times we're in, that the technology enables us to have this experience everywhere. And that, as you've just seen with the story unfolding with the colors for me, I really feel this is a gift from me to me, expressed through you and through the colors, and that is such a beautiful gift to receive, and that distance.
To become aware that you're such a colorful person, really.
Yeah.
Every time again, it's a sort of.
It's really fun.
Yeah, it's a little bit unfolding and revealing, who you really are all the time. Yes, it's beautiful to see also this new development after your last.
Yes, it's amazing. Yes. And so there Eva brings up another point there, is that you can have a color consultation. If it's your first one ever, you get a lot of information about your gifts, your talents, what you've come into this world for, and where you are and all of that. But you can also find that even seeing my color choice from a few weeks ago is different from what we have here today. So seeing how fast things can change, and that it's a representation of where you're at in that moment.
Yeah.
And then actually working with the bottle, applying it on your body, is like receiving the vibrational frequency that message that bottle has for you.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's
amazing.
A very important point you're pointing out. That using the bottle really supports you up into cell level, more or less, to really either make this change or feel the support of the color. That is so very important, especially at this time where people are going through such big transformational processes, to be able to let the body go with this transformation. It's a beautiful way to become conscious of it.
Yeah, and it's actually by these beautiful colors. I often hear from people say, but they're so beautiful. I don't want to use it because I don't want to lose the bottle. But by bringing that beauty physically touching your body and letting yourself absorb it, you embody the qualities of
Exactly.
that ball. Yeah.
Exactly, and that is something we have to learn, and we have to really allow ourselves to feel it, the support, because that's the support that's there, that's the love, you know. All these bottles are made with love and care, and all of them contain rose quartz, which has to do with this love aspect to start off with, and there's a special particular gift. So yeah, that is something that's very supportive at this moment in time.
Beautiful. Well, thank you for watching, and if this has sparked your curiosity as to which colors you might choose and which messages they have for you, then know that you can contact Eva, you can contact me, anywhere in the world, and we look forward to connecting with you. And until the next time, many joyful blessings. Thank you.
Bye bye.